Hey everybody, Tom Barnes, Stories from the 78 here in the River North neighborhood. Things are happening here in River North. New restaurants are opening up. LIA stands for Life Imitates Art. Two gentlemen started this spot. I'm going to talk to the chef Justin right now for this story from the 78 to get me the lowdown on what this place is all about. That is the story from the 78. All right, so you're looking at the largest stretched canvas here in the city of Chicago at the new LIA restaurant. I'm here with one of the owners, Chef Justin. How you doing, sir?
Doing well, thank you.
So tell me about this space. It's a new place. You guys are just into the neighborhood here in River North, like less than a week, right?
Yeah, we opened June 5th. It's been going great so far. The restaurant really combines, the art element of different types and styles of art throughout the space, and then also onto the food and the drinks too.
And so in LIA it's an acronym, right?
Yep, Life Imitates Art. It's a part of an Oscar Wilde quote that we just felt really combined the space and the drinks and the food, everything together.
Well, walk me through the space, if you will. You got this huge stretch canvas here, but there's art everywhere in this space.
Yeah, so here at LIA we have multiple forms of mediums of art. So obviously our flagship piece that me and my business partner Michael did is our Jackson Pollock style painting, and it's stretched on a 63-foot canvas, 7.5 feet tall.
Man.
Weighs about 1,000 pounds, 36 gallons of paint, 26 colors, and it took about 6 to 7 of us to actually lift it up and mount it to the wall that it's on right now.
How did you even do that? I mean, is it just good old-fashioned elbow grease and a little ingenuity?
We built the frame and stretched the canvas here in the restaurant right on top of the bar. We laid it out because it is the length of the restaurant.
Wow.
And then we stood on ladders and hoists and everything and dripped and did all the painting. And then after that it dried, we threw it up onto the wall.
36 gallons of paint?
36 gallons of paint, yep.
That's incredible. And that's just the one piece. You have pieces throughout the space, and on the back there it says Yes Chef. That's a different vibe. And then the paintbrushes, what's all that?
Yeah, so we wanted to create different forms. So the back over by the Kitchen Expo window is kind of like my version of graffiti throughout the expo. And then on the Yes Chef, which, you always got to say Yes Chef.
Sure.
We
Yes,
put
Chef.
that up there. Then we have a couple other pieces of Pollock-inspired artwork that we did. On the other side of the main wall is our Picasso faces. So this is kind of an ode to Pablo Picasso. We custom made this wallpaper where each of the colors of the different faces match the colors of our furniture. So there's a tie-in there too. We've got some original neon art in the space. And then in the front, as you walk up, we have our digitally created art that I did, where it's our logo, and then behind it, we created paint being dropped. And so it's this movement piece. And then in the back, we have kind of like an ode to all the other artists out there, and it's basically a mannequin hands. We have like 36 of them mounted to the wall, and I took different paintbrushes and just dipped them in all these different colors of paint and let them drip and dry over top of the hand. So it's kind of a cool piece when you walk back there. And then we got really fun bathrooms, and then we have some different types of print art. And then on top of that, one of the unique features of us at LIA is we partner with local artists, and our opening artist, Laundry Room Studios, which is better known as the Guest Check Artist. She's here with us for the next 3 months, and I create a tasting menu based on my interpretation of her artwork, which is kind of a cool thing.
And that's the artwork that we're seeing right now with the checks and all that good stuff.
Yes.
Sorry, we are real life. We're immersive. You guys are not far from the fire department, which is what people are hearing. There's nothing going on here, but you got the windows open up outside, so you have this beautiful light coming in, and that's why you hear that. But the inside as well, you got this cool booth with the blue. What's that?
So we just wanted everything to be blue in that. It is kind of a continuation of our wallpaper. But the background is all blue. The same blue is the fabric of the actual furniture. We have a blue marble on top that's mixed with a little stone. And then we have the blue light on top of that. Again, contrasting colors to really make the space feel unique instead of just one washed out room.
Yeah, no, you definitely got that. Even with the furniture in the back there, it's almost more of a cocktail lounge vibe with the seating. It's very cool space, the lighting. You guys have thought of everything. Even the chairs, they pop out. So are you the artiste and chef all in one? Is that
me and
visionary,
Michael, my business partner, we do all the art together. The chef, yes, I create all of the styles, the menus, all of that.
And Michael did some drinks along with you did some of this food here. Why don't we walk through it a little bit here?
Yeah. So from our cocktail side, we have kind of the artist selection. So there's a couple drinks. We have our Andy Warhol Martini, which is resemblance through the Campbell soup can that he was very famous for doing.
Yeah.
We have our Dolly gin and tonic. And then over here we have our beef tartare, which again has a little bit different of a flavor. It's got a basil Dijon vinaigrette with lebna and mustard instead of, a traditional steakhouse tartare. Here we have our bottle rockets. So this is kind of like when I was a kid, my parents didn't like that I wanted to let off fireworks, so I just created a dish to resemble the idea that a firework is launching off on your backyard grass. So it's a chicken sausage we make, wrap it in phyllo dough. Here we have a unique take on soybean hummus. So it doesn't have your traditional Mediterranean flavors like tahini paste and garlic. Instead, it's like a really Asian inspired with sesame, sweet chili. We have burnt sesame powder on top with a nice big wonton chip. And then over here is our burrata dish, which kind of is a very light, summery dish. On top, it has a lime and basil granita, which is like an ice that we make with pickled tomatoes with rosemary on some focaccia bread.
And then we have this fun drink here with the little umbrella in it as an ode to...
This is the one fish, two fish, blue fish, red fish. So the Dr. Seuss poem, we have this really cool fish glass in it, and it's kind of like our tropical tiki drink.
So you and your business partner Michael started this. How long did it take from talking about it in a kitchen back in the day to where we are today?
6 months.
Well, that's not bad at all.
Yep.
You guys move quick.
Yep.
And the love of art, is that from both of you, just wanting to be a little different, or seeing a gap in the market maybe where this is what we need to be, this is what we're about?
We wanted to create something that was also bigger than just the food and drink. So normally when you go to a restaurant, like you look around the space and, oh, it's cool, but we really wanted to integrate something that after you're done eating, you're really in a space that is also very artistically driven.
Yeah, it's almost like a restaurant within an art gallery, which is, I guess, the point. But either way, very well done, sir. Congratulations to both of you guys. What are your hours, days you're open, all that good stuff?
7 days a week. We open 5 to 10 through the week and 5 to 11 on the weekends.
Do you guys do reservation on the weekends?
Yep. We do reservations. You can find us on our website, liarestaurant.com. We're on Instagram. So yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much. Cheers to you and to your business partner, and many years of success.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. All right, that is the story from the 78 here at LIA in River North. TomBarneshChicago@gmail.com. If you have a story from the 78 suggestion, or hit me up at the website storiesfromthe78.com. But come out and check it out. It's a good time.